Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. We're back with episode number 20 of the 7 Deadly Sins. Last time on, we had Meliodas and Arthur teaming up against Hendrickson. We had more of Ban, or I mean not Ban, King's Past and all of that. A lot of stuff. Elizabeth has somewhat escaped and then got captured again. I mean, that happened, I think that happened 2 episodes ago, but it's still important to remember a lot of stuff is going on. But I'm ready to get into the episode. So as always, link is at the top of the description. It'll take you to Vimeo. You can watch the reaction highlight there, and then head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode. My God. That was easily the best episode of the show. And again, I said it during the reaction. I think this show really bumped this show up just because up until this point, the show for me was good. I enjoy watching it. I love it, but it didn't have like that. You know how for me, a really, really good anime has to have like that one overarching plot moment where you go, holy shit, that's been this way since the beginning of the show. That's what we just got this episode with Gilthunder and Meliodas. They've been on the same side ever since episode, what was it? In the forest with Deanne. That was episode like 3 or 4? When he first uttered the line, I am stronger than all the 7 deadly sins, and it clicked for Meliodas. It probably, again, I delete all the episodes after I watched them, but I wish I could go back. I might go back between this and the next episode and kind of look at Meliodas' reaction to that line. But again, that kind of, informed him that, hey, I'm kind of being watched right now. I can't really, I gotta play on this side while I'm here. I have, Margaret's locked up. Just so you know, I'm on your side, but not yet, And yeah, again, we've heard that line uttered multiple times. And then this episode, again, he uttered it and Meliodas was like, what did he say? I see or something. And of course, when I first saw that, I took it as, okay, that's clearly Gilthunder's resolve. He is going to fight, and that's that. But when Meliodas said, I see, it was more so him confirming that Gilthunder is still with him at this moment in time. Ugh. That makes the whole moment so much cooler. Like, I thought Gilthunder, again, first time watching, you thought, oh, he just jumped in last minute because of the whole Meliodas saving Margaret scene and whatever, but no, it was always planned. This was the moment. And again, the moment was because Margaret was now not under their control. She was kind of the medium. If Gilthunder had betrayed them or something, what about Margaret? Of course, that's the problem. She was like the hostage in the situation, but now Gilthunder's free. He doesn't have anything holding him back. He can fight, and I love the line when Hendrik said, "Gilthunder, you have you betrayed me?" He's like, "No, I didn't betray you. I was never on your side. What are you talking about?" Love it. This episode was so good. Merlin, we met Merlin. I felt like Merlin was one of the two. Again, either the hooded person with Arthur or the person with the mask who's also a mage. Like there were 2 mages. Of course, Merlin, like real life Merlin in history, was like a mage, right? Was he? Maybe he wasn't. I feel like he was. I don't know. I just remember doing the quest line from RuneScape where you had to save Merlin. I'm pretty sure he was a mage in RuneScape, so I'm going based off that. But yeah, I figured it was one of those 2. I really had my opinion sold on the fact that it was the masked girl, but no, it's the hooded one. And the one with the mask was actually her disciple. We can go back and look at that real quick, actually. We've officially now met all but one of the 7 deadly sins. I gotta say, I'm a fan of the design. But let's go back a second. What did she say here? I love this. Vivian was her name. Okay. So who's Vivian? What's their past? I feel like we're gonna have a backstory with them. Like we've fleshed out again. First it was Ban's backstory, then Deanne's, then we had sort of King's, but not really. We then had Gother's backstory, and then we had all of King's backstory. we've had Meliodas' backstory flip, you know, just put in a bunch of times here and there, but next up, maybe we'll get the backstory with these two, with Vivian and Merlin. That's what I want to see next, because I mean, well, I don't know. There's not really much time. There's only 4. See, there's still 4 episodes left. I feel like this feels like it's the finale of the season, but it's not. There's 4 more. Man. Like, what now? All of the Holy Knights of... I say all of the Holy Knights have turned, except for fucking Jericho. She's the only one. I swear to God, if Jericho, after all of this, doesn't turn to our side, to the side of the 7 deadly sins, I officially dislike her character. If she turns now, then okay, there's still hope for her. But if she still is stubborn and is like, nah, I want to fight them. I'm a demon. I'm strong. I don't know. I feel like Jericho, like I feel like there's a lot more. Like, I feel like her character's gonna be more fleshed out later on. But as of right now, I just really don't like her. And she hasn't done anything in this entire fight. She got blown over by by which attack was it? It was that tornado attack with Hauser and Gila. That combo attack. She was taken out by that one attack, and she's just been laying on the ground since. Like, one thing I really, really like, and I guess it's kind of undermined now knowing that Gilthunder was not on the side of the Holy Knights the whole time, but I like the idea. Like, a lot of shows uphold the idea of honor and one-on-one fights. It's a very common theme, like not just with like shows about knights, but just about combat in general. Like, it's if you look at like the honor code in many types of time periods in Japan, you know, you look at samurais or anything. If you look at pretty much like Europe with knights and stuff, it was always like honorable to fight one-on-one, right? I like how in this show they said, nah, we need 3 people to fight Meliodas. We're not holding back at all. We need to end this man right now. I don't know. It's a very small thing, but I like it because it's more realistic. Like, yeah, one-on-one fights are honorable and cool and stuff, but in reality, you guys have to end it. Like, and what's a better way to end it than to just send all of your strongest people at Meliodas at once? Man, Gilthunder, I think Gilthunder is the most fun person to watch in combat because, again, he's just so fast with his lightning and his attacks are all super cool. I love it. I mean, nothing gives me the satisfaction that I feel when I hear the swing of Meliodas' sword when he does full counter. I mean, nothing will top that from this show. But other than that, Gilthunder's my favorite to watch in combat. It's just, I don't know. And he might be, again, I said it, he might be my favorite character after this episode. I'm not sure. Who else would be up there as my favorite character? I think we have not seen a lot of her, but I will say that for me personally, I think Margaret might be best girl right now, mostly just because, well, her design, she looks kind of cute, but she seems like a really good person, so that's also why she's best girl. But favorite character, either Gilthunder. I still like Ban. Ban's my favorite out of the 7 deadly sins that we've met so far, I think. Who else is up there? I mean, King's super awesome too, especially after knowing his backstory, you know, but I don't know. I think either Gilthunder or Ban would be my 2 favorite characters, with Margaret best girl. Who'd be next after her for best girl? Probably Elizabeth. Yeah, probably Elizabeth. But enough culture talk for now. Is there anything else really to talk about? I mean, just the animation in this episode was unreal. Like, you know, when you go into an anime, like Mob Psycho 100, for example, I went into that anime knowing that it had stellar animation because everyone talks about it. Best animated anime of 2019, Mob Psycho is always up there for discussion, right? But I never really heard a lot about the 7 deadly sins in particular and how the animation looked and stuff. So I didn't really know what I was getting into when I started this show, but god damn, it looked so clean. And again, I think it really matches. I know the art styles are quite different, but it really reminds me a lot of Gurren Lagann in the sense that it's all very like simple in terms of the art style. Not like Mob Psycho simple, like that's simple, but it's like it's all defined and stuff, but it's not a whole lot of shading. It's mostly just one or two colors on a character, and that's it. Or I mean, in like one or two, like, oh, I realized I've just been on this still shot the entire time. But if we look at Vivian here, her cloak is bright red and dark red, and that's about it. There's no like in between shading, no shading elsewhere. It's just those two colors. That's it. I know that's common for anime, but I don't know. I just feel like this show is a little bit more simplistic than most. And what I'm trying to say is it provides for some stellar animation. Because of course you always have to find the compromise. If it's too detailed looking, then it's nearly impossible to make look good, or to make it look good while it's, you know, being animated quickly. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, because I always feel like I talk about animation like I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. I have no clue what I'm talking about. But I am going to end off this discussion here. So as always, if you guys want early access and or the full-length version of these reactions, I need a breath. Click that link down in the description. It'll take you to patreon.com/FearicalFilms, and you can check that out there. But with all that out of the way, I do thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all on Monday with episode number 21. Until then, peace out.